What's up YouTube, this is GalacticGod, and this is my second video in my Road to the 100th YCS series. Now this time what I'd like to talk about is the different kind of deck choices that I have of taking to the event. First up we have Insectors. It is one of the three main decks seen in play this format. I have been working on my particular build of this deck since the cards were released in Order of Chaos. I've been playtesting it pretty heavy and I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out so far. Although the playstyle of this deck is not one that I would consider one of my strongest, you cannot doubt the power that this deck brings. Next up is everybody's favorite deck, Wind-Ups. For me, I really kind of hoped that they would have banned Hunter during the last Forbidden list, just to force the Wind-Up players to kind of branch outside of the loop and realize that there's a lot more potential to this deck than just the loop itself. My only concern with taking Wind-Ups to the 100th YCS is that not only are players side decking for this deck, for this loop, many of them are main decking options to stop this deck as well. Now, I don't have Tour Guides or Rescue Rabbits, so Dino Rabbit is not an option for me. But the deck I'm probably leaning most to right now is Heroes. I believe they hold a lot of solutions to different problems you may encounter in a variety of decks. It has great matchups against Dino Rabbit. Super Poly is probably the best card to getting around Logia and Dokia and all that nonsense. I think it does relatively well also against Wind-Ups. Gemini Sparking or Hero Blasting a key piece to the loop, or even Super Polying a piece out, can really put a detriment to the Wind-Up player. The biggest obstacle I find in playing Heroes is of course Insectors. Insectors are relatively easy to side against, so I'm not sure if that's really such a big reason not to play Heroes. It's probably the deck I'm leaning most towards right now. Some other decks that I did consider were Dark World, Monarchs. This is kind of my weird Soul Control, Battle Fader, Monarch kind of deck build. I have a deck list up on this on my channel. I was using it quite a bit on Dueling Network for a long time. I think it has pretty good plays against Dino Rabbits as well. When you use Soul Exchange, you can force them to kind of use their Logia prematurely before they really need to, and then go ahead and start your combos off. I also have an anti-meta kind of chaos deck that I considered. Anti-meta works really well usually against all the big main decks of the format, hence the name anti-meta, but it tends to fall apart when faced with any kind of deck that isn't meta. So there you have it. These are the choices I was pondering taking to the 100th YCS in Long Beach. In the comment section below, let me know what deck you think I should be taking. Let me know the reasonings why you think that deck would do well. As many of you know, I'm also taking a couple of fun non-top tier decks to play on the side. One of those decks I'm going to use is Gishki. This is a real fun non-top tier deck to play. I had a great time using it in the duel videos that I did with it, and of course playing it on the side with friends. So if any of you are looking to duel against my Gishki deck, all you need to do is come find me. I'm also going to be taking my most favorite deck, Crystal Beast. It's definitely not top tier by any stretch of the imagination, but it is extremely fun to play. Any of you that have been watching my channel for any length of time know that I really do enjoy the Crystal Beast engine and the deck altogether. So if you'd like to play against this deck, please come find me at the event. So there you have it. That's going to do it for this episode. I'm definitely looking to meet a lot of you YouTubers, a lot of my subscribers, play a lot of fun, interesting decks, and just overall have a good, wonderful time. I don't get to out to all these big Yu-Gi events very often, so this is something that will hopefully be very memorable to me, and I hope to see you guys all there. And I guess that's it for now. This is GalacticGod.